The Alpha Sigma Alpha Recognition of Eminence Award is designated to honor those alumni whose professional or community achievements have attracted recognition far beyond the circle of Alpha Sigma Alpha membership. The award was created in celebration of the sorority's 50th anniversary and has been awarded at the discretion of National Council. Since 1984, and until just recently, only 5 women have been recognized for this award. Couple of cool facts on that. Since 1984, 2 of the 5 recipients have been from District 2. Imagine that. Okay. One was Jerry Cox, new, Drexel University. And the second is Cindy Ryan, Delta Iota, University of Delaware. And of course, we're going to add somebody to that list today.
Thank you, Christine. I am pleased to give you a profile of our most recent Recognition of Eminence Award winner. Dorcas Bates Reilly, new, has been selected to receive Alpha Sigma Alpha's most distinguished award, the Recognition of Eminence. Mrs. Reilly is one of just a few members in Alpha Sigma Alpha history to win this award. This award honors alumni members whose professional or community achievements received recognition outside of the realm of Alpha Sigma Alpha. Dorcas grew up in Camden, New Jersey, and in 1944 became a member of the new chapter at Drexel University, where she received her Bachelor of Science in Home Economics. Regarded as the mother of comfort food, Dorcas Reilly led the team that created the green bean casserole in 1955, while working as a staff member in the Home Economics Department of the Campbell Soup Company. And how many of you have had green bean casserole? Okay, everyone in the room here. She began her career at Campbell in 1949, where she was one of 2 full-time staff members in the department. During her time in the Campbell's kitchen, she also had a hand in the creation of hundreds of dishes, some of them to include tomato soup meatloaf, tuna noodle casserole, and sloppy Joe-like super burgers. But she is still best known today as the grandmother of the green bean casserole. She says the inspiration for the green bean casserole was to create a quick and easy recipe around 2 things most Americans always had on hand in the 1950s, green beans and Campbell's cream of mushroom soup. Like all great recipes, the casserole requires a minimal number of ingredients, just 5, doesn't take much time, and can be customized to fit a wide range of tastes. It also should say it's so easy even Nora Tenbrook can make it. In 2002, Mrs. Reilly appeared at the National Inventors Hall of Fame in Akron, Ohio, to donate the original copy of the recipe to the museum. The now yellowed 8.5-11 recipe card takes its place alongside Enrico Fermi's invention of the first controlled nuclear reactor and Thomas Alva Edison's 2 greatest hits, the light bulb and the phonograph. Dorcas now resides in New Jersey with her husband Tom. Please join me in welcoming and honoring Dorcas Bates Reilly. On behalf of the National Council of Alpha Sigma Alpha, we recognize you with the Recognition of Eminence Award. So she has a beautiful, beautiful medallion, so I'll have to come by and see it, and this plaque.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate this recognition. I was just doing my job. And I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have or find out what you're interested in. I loved working at Campbell's. We had fantastic times, really, meet other home economists from various sections of the country. And we developed all the recipes using Campbell products that were used in cookbooks, ads, on the labels, etc., etc., etc. It was a fantastic experience. I love to go to work every day, and I'm just overwhelmed. As I said, that was just another day's work. And I hope you enjoy green bean casserole forever. If you know it as green bean bake, that was its original name, and somewhere along the line it got changed to green bean casserole. So basically it's the same thing.
I have a question. Of the recipes you developed, what was your favorite?
Oh, boy. I'd have to say green bean casserole. I think the tomato meatloaf. We even had a tomato soup cake. Anybody ever try that? That's good, don't Yeah. I will say that we were if you'd be interested in knowing how we came about doing this, we would get assignments based on things that were going on, promotions, cookbook, labels, etc. And we had a staff of home economists. It varied from time to time, but an average of 5 to 7 or 8 gals. And we would, when a request came in, we'd discuss it. And then we'd pick out one person to go out into the kitchen and work. We had experimental sheets and kept strict attention to what was going on. When this person thought they had come up with a dish that might work, they would set up a time, we'd go out and sit quietly around a table, and we'd be served a portion of it. We would score it. And if it got anything below a 3 or 4, you forget it. Start all over. 5 was getting, you're pretty close. 6, 7, you're there. And if you got an 8, boy, that was a real winner. That's what everybody aimed for. After all the sheets were turned in with absolutely no discussion with our group, then the person who was doing the cooking that day of that particular dish would say the results of what the score sheets had come in. Then we would discuss, okay, how are we going to improve it? And everybody had an opportunity to suggest something. And then the recipe would be retried. And we go through this each time. I don't think ever that I remember a recipe came through with a top score on the first trial. So it was again and again and again until we got a perfect score. Then we would release the recipe. In addition to the test kitchen work, we were fortunate in that we all got a chance to do photography. We would travel for the company, and I wound up doing live TV commercials on the Henry Aldridge Show in New York when TV first became something that people had in their homes. I would go up on a Thursday, meet with the ad agency people, discuss what the commercial was going to be, select props, go over to Studio 3B in Radio City, which is still there because we were up in New York not too long ago, and I asked one of the gentlemen in Radio City if that was still there, and he said yes. But my equipment was a hot burner, two burner hot plate, and the kitchen and the mop sink. Obviously, nothing was being eaten. This was strictly for viewing. And we'd do a rehearsal on Friday morning, and I'd go shopping first of all, and then we'd do a rehearsal. And then on Friday evening, it was on camera, live. And I used to say, because at this time food had been sitting in the studio all day, we'd have a few little flies go by every once in a while. So I would spray and pray. The only thing that was shown on the commercial might be a portion of my hands. I do not have good hands. And of course, they didn't show it was on the food, and the only thing would be if I had to pour or sprinkle something on top of the thing. But I really did spray and pray. And it was a lot of fun. It was a wonderful career, really. And this is a lot of fun and a wonderful career. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.